Hello, I'm Charles Ardinger, and I'll be working with you as your English 100 instructor over the next 8 weeks. I wanted to make this video presentation to introduce myself a little, and also to introduce you to aspects of the class, in the hopes that you can have a more pleasant and easy experience doing the work of the class. So, to introduce myself, I can tell you that I've been working here at Coastline College since 2013, starting in the Student Success Department and eventually becoming an instructor specializing in grammar and composition. In fact, I'm an expert in English grammar, and it's one of my favorite things to talk about. If you have any questions about English grammar, I would very much like to answer them. I hope that you'll send me an email or contact me through the inbox or through one of the discussions to do so. That's what I want to say about myself for the time being, and I want to continue by showing you some aspects of the class. So, this is our class's front page, as you've seen, and I would like to draw your attention to some aspects of what's going on this front page, so that you can get through the class more easily and with the greatest benefit. First, I'd like to point out that the front page has a schedule of due dates. You can see it along the right side here, and also in this course summary. That way, it should be easy for you to see what assignment is due at what time and do your best to get those in by those deadlines. The next thing I want to point out is the announcements. Each week, at least once a week, I will be making an announcement to discuss something I see in class, or comment on an issue of grammar, or give writing advice. It's another way that I can help you to remember that I'm still here and paying attention. So, to read these announcements, which I suggest you do because they can in fact, I think, be helpful, what you would do is go to this left-hand menu and click where it says Announcements. Another way to do that is to look at this most recent announcement, which will appear on your front page, and click that. And when you do that, you get the announcement. This is a sample announcement that I wrote today. You can read it whenever you like by following the steps that I've just shown you. So let's go back home and look at a third aspect, a very important aspect of this class, the link that says Grades. Now, as you've probably figured out already, you will be submitting assignments over the course of this class, much like you do in any other class. And I will be responding to those by grading them and also by making more detailed comments, by leaving feedback so that you can think about what to do for the next assignment and for your assignments in other classes. The way to see those comments is to go to this link that says Grades and to click on it. And you'll notice that for this student, this pretend student that is actually me, there was a 1 next to that grades link. That indicates that that student has a grade waiting to be looked at. So that's something to look for when you look at your home page. Is there a number next to the grades link? When you click the grades link, as you see, you'll find yourself looking at a list of the names of all the assignments in the class. And this particular student has jumped ahead and done assignment number 2, or the assignment for module number 2. And the student got 100%, so good job. But still, even when there's a 100% grade, I will leave a comment of some kind to give you more advice, to help you improve even your already excellent performance. So, in this case, to look at that comment, the thing to do is to click on the name of the assignment, and then you get a screen that looks like this. The first thing you'll notice is that there is a comment This is where I will leave comments for you to read about your work. But also, by clicking this link that says View Feedback, you can look at a small copy of the actual assignment that you submitted. So it will look, for instance, a little like this. Now, when you look at yours, it will probably be larger and easier to read because this camera is using a small screen, so this is shrunk to that extent. What I want you to notice are two things. First, there will be annotations like this purple text that you see above the black text. This is where I will comment on specific points of grammar that I see in your paper. I will probably suggest more academic ways of phrasing whatever you have actually written. I'll make suggestions about punctuation or spelling in this way. There are also highlighted annotations that come from these highlights, these colored highlights, to a text box over here. I will use those for more general comments that don't really fit in the space between lines of your submission. A final way to learn more about the work you've done is to click on this link that says Show Rubric. You'll notice as you look at assignment instructions that each assignment has a rubric or a list of criteria that I use to grade the assignments. When you look at your assignments, you can look at the rubric that I will have marked. So, again, this paragraph apparently did very well. Green all the way. So that is another way to see how you've done in any given assignment. Let's go home then, and I want you to look at one more aspect of this class, which involves a way that we can sort of overcome the distance that an online class creates. You know, we're very far apart right now, both in space and time, but it's important to me, and probably to you as well, that we make some sort of actual contact over the course of the semester. To that end, I have established student visiting times that happen over CCCD Zoom, and those are on Thursdays between 1830 and 2000, if you like military time, or 6:30 and 8 p.m. To establish one of those meetings, you would first click this link, CCCD Zoom. And when you do that, you'll see a calendar that looks like this. To join the student visiting time meeting, you would simply click on the Join button and follow the instructions that your computer gives you about how to operate Zoom. When you do that, you and I will be in a Zoom meeting together with as many other classmates as join. There we can talk about issues that happen in the class, issues of grammar, questions you might have about what's going on in your education, or any other questions you might have. The idea is to have a conversation, to get together with each other as people and make contact. Also, each attendance at one of these student visiting time meetings is worth 5 extra credit bonus points to you, and that can make a difference in your grade. So you might have a couple of reasons for joining me in my virtual office during this student visiting time. And that's pretty much what I want to say about this English 100 class. I'm looking forward eagerly to working with you and learning more about you and what you think, and I'd like to finish by saying thank you. First, I'd like to thank you for enrolling in the class, because without a student there would be no reason for a class, and therefore no job for me. And I appreciate having a job, so thank you very much for your interest in this class. I'm hoping that you'll ask lots of questions as we keep going to help me, and I will thank you for that in advance. And finally, I would like to sincerely thank you for your time and attention.